Hello everyone, I'm Mahila Mahabub from the Candid branch. Today it's my time to explain the poem A Closed Curtain by Thilini Rajpaksha. Thilini Rajpaksha is a Sri Lankan poetess and she has written the poem Closed Curtain with three stanzas, which consists of different lines. And also the poem is very simple. The language she has used is very simple, so the reader could understand the poem very easily. At the same time, the question which was given to us, we have to explain the poem in reader response theory. Okay, now let me explain the theory. This theory highlights the importance of the reader's engagement and interpretation in understanding and appreciating literature. So here this theory emphasizes the active role of the reader in interpreting a text. So in the next slide, let's see the first seven stanzas and how did I interpret it. It's actually a classroom situation where the teaching learning process is taking place. And we can see that the teacher requests the students to close the curtain or draw the curtain because the sun rays are hurting her eyes. But we can see at the same time the students who has the mentality of playfulness and also they does not take anything serious. So these students what they does is they are only closing it halfway and keeping the other halfway open. So from this halfway they could observe the nature well at the same time it is hurting the teacher too. Here we can like compare the students and teachers mentality. The teacher who is a bit aged or who is a bit old is not much concerned about the race. We can also tell that her age might be the challenges what she faced and all this has become an illusion in her life, and that is the reason it's hurting her eyes. At the same time, when we talk about the students, we can tell that students they have these uh, everything they take it not serious. They does not take anything serious. So the students being playful and they like to see the nature. I mean, they like to learn from the nature. So the students, it does not hurt them. And also we can say the sun which symbolizes light and move of life of the teacher as well as the student. Okay. And let's go to the second stanza. And in the second stanza, we can see the speaker is being very creative. He tells that a kind of brown, a kind of gold. When the rays of the sun is touching the window, the kind, I mean the color, the beautiness, the shining, everything is different. So here the writer symbolizes how the nature helps a student to look the object through, and also the speaker feels about the rays in him. And also in the next one we can see the mango leaves are sapling under the sun. They are like they are born again. So the nature is being born again. The grass, they are gathering the sun to themselves. But the coconut tree is the tallest of all. But the coconut tree is the tallest. So we can see the through the window, the speaker sees the nature so beautifully, and it's so much of love towards the nature. But it is only the speaker, the students who see the nature, not the teacher. Again, in the third stanza, we can see that the teacher repeats, close the curtain, which shows the students want to feel the sun rays and not the teacher. Teacher is repeating, it shows the emphasis, the needness, the necessity of the teacher to close the window, sorry, close the curtain. So we can say the poet is using repetition to emphasize the fact. I can still feel the sun in my eyes, is the last line the teacher says, which emphasizes the sun rays are hurting the eyes of the teacher. And according to the poem, when we go through the themes and techniques, is easily we can tell the theme is nature, because all of the most of the things on the objects are personified in a very beautiful way. And also the repetition is used as a technique to emphasize how much the students want to feel the nature, at the same time how much the teacher wants the curtain to be closed. At the same time, we can say even symbolism is used. The uniqueness of the rays, kind of brown, a kind of gold, is used. And the language is so simple where the reader could grab the meaning easily. This poem shows how skilled the songwriter is with words. When we study it more closely, we can see the progression of ideas reflects the ability to form hypotheses and use research methods effectively. Overall, the poem highlights the writer's talent for expressing thoughts through language and applying systematic approaches. And let's go to the last slide, that is the conclusion. According to the poem, the conclusion what I got as a reader response is the writer or the speaker wants to make us feel that the students wanted some lessons connected to the nature or the environment they are in. It's so true. Sometimes when we are doing lessons inside the classroom, that is indoors, we will not have so much of success in the lesson. But at the same time, when we do it outside, I mean the outdoors, we will have so much of success, because when we go out of the classroom, we have a peace of mind, and the students love seeing nature. And when we connect the lessons to the nature, the students are very willing to study. So the main idea here is that the lessons to be connected to the nature. This will bring a great success not only in the lesson but also in the life of each student. So, thank you.